326 infected files. What has this dude been doing? All right, let's clean them up. You have removed the viruses, but you need to put the PC back together. I know, I mistakenly pulled some stuff out of it. It's a dangerous job, but somebody's got to do it. Hey guys and gals, Paulie Jr. here, and welcome to PC Building Simulator. Today's March 29th, 2018 at the time of this recording, and I just got my hands on this from the PR company that handles the PR for the Irregular Corporation, the people that make the game, apparently. And I have to disclaim that, obviously, to let you know that I didn't buy it. So there you go. It was given to me for free. But we're going to jump in and play, and some of you may know that I actually had a computer repair business. I had it for about 6 or 7 years, in fact, before starting YouTube, and I had to close the doors after YouTube kind of took off a few years back. So, yeah, I kind of sort of know what I'm doing here, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Now, it's been a long time since I've actually built a computer for myself. My business that I had was 100% service-oriented. I only provide services, tech services. I didn't actually make computers or sell parts or anything like that. But I have been building my own computers for probably over 2 decades. I mean, my personal computers. So, but it's been a while. I think the computer I'm using right now is about 5 years old. And a lot of the tech has changed since then. Like, we got these new M2 drives. I think the chipsets have changed a little bit as well. But let's just go through this little tutorial here and learn the controls anyway. Yeah, first we need to remove the side panels of the case so we can install the components. Right. Okay. Oh, this is really cool. So we can rotate the camera, move it up and down. Hold on. Rotate. Oh, look at that. It's a Cooler Master case. Are you kidding me? So apparently all the parts in these computers that we're going to be playing around with are real parts that you can buy. Like, for really. Okay, we can move it around that way and rotate, right. And now to slide the panel, we hold and slide. Oh, it's gone. Nice. All right, look at the inside of this thing. It's beautiful. That is a nice, sharp red. I love it. All right, click and hold this to remove the slide. Didn't I do that? All right, the side panel is gone. I don't know. Oh, the other side panel on the other side. Great, that makes sense. Install the PSU, the power supply unit. It lives behind a PSU mount, which needs to be removed before the PSU can be installed. It sure does. So this is the mount here, and we'll pull that out. We got these screws. Unscrew them. This is really cool, guys. Holy smokes. And you know what? I'm actually in the process right now of getting a new computer since mine is getting pretty old. And I'm thinking about just buying one, honestly, and having it pre-built and buying it from, like, I don't know, Origin or CyberPower or something like that, just because I don't have the time to put them together anymore, you know? But I don't know. After doing this, I might want to. This is getting the juices flowing, man. I love this stuff. All right, here's the parts. That's the PSU. What kind is it? Doesn't have a brand on it yet, but it is modular, which means it doesn't have any cables connected directly to it. So all the cables can be pulled out and plugged back in, and that's fantastic. Especially if you ever want to hot swap this guy out. If there's a problem with the power supply, you get the same one, and you don't have to worry about all the cables, ripping out all the cables, which I have done many, many times in my day. Trust me, you want a fully modular if you can get it. So the power supply obviously provides power to all the components in the computer, and you want to make sure you have a good wattage. For a modern gaming computer, you got to get at least, say, 600, 650 and above. And make sure you have a nice fan that expels the heat. Right, get PSU from inventory. All right, let's install it. PSU supplies power. It sure does. Just click and hold. And there we go, it's in. Now we need to mount it. Put those screws in there. Oh, this is so cool. No wonder it's in the top 10. This is great. I mean, how fun is this? Put together a computer without spending a dang dime or worrying about things blowing up in your face. We did it. At the heart of the PC is the motherboard and all the major components to connect to it. Now, apparently there's a like a career mode where you can actually have a computer business. And that's what I really want to do with you guys. If you want to see more of this, then definitely let me know and we can do that. But let's just, should we just slap this thing together? Yeah, sure. Let's go to the inventory. It shouldn't take very long. All right, here's the Mobo, also known as the Mama board. We got RAM slots over here for the memory, the power, chipset, CMOS battery. HDD is a mechanical drive for SATA ports, right? Yeah, you can actually hook up SSDs there too, so that should just be SATA ports. Front panel headers, standoffs, because you want the motherboard raised up off the case. PCI slots. Now I can't quite read that. Oh, there we go. Oh, we can spin this thing around too. Oh, I didn't see that. You can look at the back side of the motherboard too, and you can see those labels a little bit nicer. Yeah, so the standoffs, basically, they're like risers. They keep the motherboard away from touching the metal of the case. PCI slots for expansions and graphics cards and all that. Input-output ports here. USB ports, your Ethernet port. Of course, you have your audio ports there as well. CPU socket, this is where your CPU goes. Yeah, really cool. All right, let's put it in there. And we just slap it in. Well, there's the risers. Yeah, we'll screw those in. And can we get in a little closer? Oh, yes. This is so great, guys. Holy cow. I love it. Yeah, this is going to be a good refresher course for me because now that I'm doing this, I'm really thinking I'm going to make my own computer, buy all the parts, and put the thing together again. It is a kind of a labor of love. You really do have to enjoy this kind of thing and not be afraid of screwing up. All right, let's do the cable connection. This is the 24-pin ATX power. That has to go to the power supply right there. Connect that up. That is really neat. And then we have the motherboard power right here. Connect that up as well. Oh, okay, that goes to the front case, right, to power up the lights and everything in the front. This is the 8-pin ATX CPU power. This is going to power the CPU. There's a special connector on the motherboard for that. The CPU processing unit is the PC's brains, right? That pretty much runs everything, right? Get the CPU from the inventory. All right, everything's looking good so far. Here's the CPU. I wonder if there's the brand on it. I don't think I can flip it over. Oh, here we go, here we go. Okay, just gotta grab it. Yeah, so here's all the pins. CPU has pins that plug into the socket on the motherboard. Each CPU model has its own pin layout and orientation in the socket. And there's the processor, or die, is the chip that does the calculation in the computer. That little fella right there. All right, let's install it. And that goes right here. Let me just pull this down a little bit. Get in nice and close. There's a latch here that you have to raise up. There we go. Yeah, just like that. Plop it in. And this is usually keyed. Like one of these corners is going to have a special marking to show you where it goes. It doesn't look like this has that kind of detail. So now we close the shield, put a little bar down, and we apply thermal paste. So yeah, obviously CPUs get super hot, right, when they're operating. So thermal paste helps the conductivity between it and the cooler that we're going to put on here in a moment, most likely. So yeah, let's apply some paste. All you need is a tiny little drop, just like that, because it's going to spread out over time. It's going to heat up and it's going to spread out on its own. So that's all you have to do, one little droplet. All right, that's cool. Now, speaking of cool, let's go get the air cooler. So we're using an air cooler instead of a water cooler, and this one looks fine. We got the cooler plate down here. This is what makes contact to the CPU and conducts the heat. So this copper plate essentially draws the heat away from the CPU, and it goes into these heatsink fans, essentially. So these heat up over a period of time as well. And then the fan here spins and blows the hot air away, outward. So yeah, very, very nice. Okay, let's install it. Plop that right down on top. And we got to give it some power. There's a power cable. And there we go. Now we install the graphics card, also known as a GPU. Often mini computers in themselves, with their own processors and memory to calculate the complex visuals of today's games. Yeah, some computers like business desktops and even laptops don't have a dedicated graphics card in them. They usually just have a little graphics chip somewhere on the motherboard, and that's why they're super underpowered and you can't really game on them very well. But in our case, this is a gaming rig, so we have our own dedicated video card. Let's check it out. Here's the processor right here. That, of course, provides all the brains of this thing and all the calculations and that fun stuff. That generates heat, so the fan and the heatsink right here will keep it cool. We have the PCI connector down here, which we'll use to connect it to the motherboard. The back plate over here where we plug in the monitor cable, and this has some other connections here as well. Yeah, that's good. Let's install it. I'm going to remove that piece first. Unscrew it, because the back plate's going to stick out the back. Whoops, I kind of wanted to turn around and see that over there, but yeah, there you go. And now we can screw it in. These screws, by the way, don't really require any tools. You can use your fingers, which is very, very nice. Now we got to install the memory. Everybody knows what memory is, right? Let's go get some RAM. Boom. Memory chips. The chips on a stick of RAM are very fast types of memory designed to hold programs so the computer can access them as quickly as possible. And the more memory you have, the better. There's not much here. We've got locks and a connector. Easy peasy. We do have to flip these backwards and open them up, and then we'll slide those chips right inside. These are usually installed in pairs, but not necessarily. And there we go. Done. Install the hard drive. That's where everything gets installed, right? The programs, the operating system, etc. Let's get to the inventory. And this is definitely a physical, mechanical HDD. Hard disk drive, spinning disk in there, and we have the SATA power, SATA and power connectors over here on this end. Let's install it, and that's going to go over here in one of these drive bays. We've got several to choose from, but obviously they want us to put it here. So we pull that out, install the drive, and close it. Now some of these do require screws, but not always. This one looks like it's screwless, but we got to go around to the other side. Whoops! Oh, jeez, I didn't want to do that. How do I do it? Yeah, there we go. These are the SATA connectors to the motherboard. Any one will do, and that's going to run a cable through this little hole in the back to keep everything nice and neat. And I can't quite get around to the back side, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. Yes, we can. Just went the wrong direction. And now this is the power connector, which will run right into the to the power supply. There it is. And there's a whole bunch of these SATA power connectors as well. We'll just choose one, and all the components of the PC give out heat. Case fans will keep the temperature down by moving the hot air out. Yes, that is true. All right, let's get back to the other side. It's looking good, man. It's coming along. Let's grab a case fan. We've got a motor and the fins, and this again is used to move hot air out of the case. And just go ahead and whip that in there. Put it right in the back. Depending on how hot your computer gets, you can actually put in more than just one case fan. Like some cases have fans up at the top. You can put them in the front, you can put them in the back. Some of them even have them on the side panels, but this one clearly the only one we're worried about. And this one is the one in the back side. There we go. Oh yeah, we got to give it power too, otherwise it ain't gonna run. Try to get some close-ups here if we can. There we go, and that plugs into the motherboard, not directly to the power supply. Now we close the case. Keep it all nice and safe. Close it up. It's one panel, two panels. Turn on the PC. Now the fun part. So now we have all the external components like keyboard and mouse and monitor. Can we see it? Yeah, there it is. Keyboard, mouse, and monitor. Yeah, we just plug those into the USB ports. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This is the video cable, the HDMI cable. That's got to go into the video card. And this little fella right here is, oh, that's the power. Duh, that goes into the wall. Or a backup unit. You should definitely have backup and surge protection on your very expensive computers. $100 will save you thousands and a lot of headaches, right? And that's it. We built a computer. Wait a minute. Didn't even turn it on. All right, well that was pretty cool. So that's how to build a PC. Now that we have that knowledge, We can go to free build, or we can start up a career. Let's check out the career. Ooh, I love it. The fan spinning. Welcome to PC Building Simulator. To begin, go to your PC by the doorway and open the email program on the desktop. You've got mail. Oh, look at this. We were inside a shop. No way. Guys, we're doing this. We are doing this. Holy smokes. Okay, go to the door and check the mail. Pick up a PC. Wait a minute. I've got mail. You got it. And we're going to place it down over here. So is this like a customer's computer? Yep. Oh, it says right there. G. Aubin at all the mail needs a virus scan. I think that's what they're saying here. All right, this is exactly what I did, guys. I even had an office like this. Well, not this pretty, but I had an office. I had a bench computer, and I had lots of benches, but I had my own rig for scanning. I would usually pull hard drives out of customers' computers and put them in my scanning rig and scan them there. It was more efficient, it was faster, and a lot of the computers that I got from people were just too darn slow. Or I could run it from a CD or a USB drive, right, in their own computer. So yeah, lots of different ways to do it. But let's continue on here. PC can boot to OS. Objectives: PC can boot to OS and remove viruses not plugged in. Oh, we gotta plug it in. Sure. Where's our power? I can't squat. Can I drag that thing? Plug the PC in. For this job, you need to run a virus scan. Press 3 or the cable button and plug the monitor, keyboard, mouse, and power into the back of the PC. I gotcha. Holy cow, look at our tools we got here. Oh, this is wicked cool. And we can sell stuff to customers? What? Alright, but wait a minute, I don't want to be there, do I? No, we want to attach the cables. Okay. Spin it around. We just learned how to do this, Paul. Come on now. I used to do this for a living. I better know what I'm doing. Alright, power it up. Now you need to put your USB drive into the back of the PC so you can install the virus scanner. Press 1 or the install button to go into your inventory and select the USB drive. It plugs into the USB slot. Yeah, I used to do this. I would have virus scanners on USB discs. And they were locked too. They were USB drives that actually had physical locks, so it couldn't get infected from the infected computer. Right? Yes. USB drive. Alright. There we go. Plugged it into a USB slot. Now we have to power on the PC. Now press P or the power button to turn the PC on. Click on the monitor to use the operating system of the machine. Yeah, in a lot of cases, I would boot up a separate operating system, like a Linux operating system, and then scan from a Linux operating system too. So yeah, again, there's a lot of different ways to do this. I want to get to the front of the computer. I want to do this like as real as possible. Where's the power button? Is there a power button in the front? Oh geez, I'm pulling the thing apart, and I don't want to pull it apart. Oh gosh, what am I doing? All right, press what was it? P key it said. All right. Oh, powered it up. There it is. Screen's on. All right, can we get over there? How do we get over there? All right, I don't know how to do the scan job here. Okay, I'm trying to remove the virus, and I get that, but man, look at this. One false move, and I'm gonna rip a motherboard out while this thing's running. How do I get over to the computer? Oh, okay, finally, okay. So now we look at the operating system here, and we have to install the virus scanner. Welcome to Omega OS, the operating system of choice. Of course it is. Click on Add Remove Programs to install the virus scanner. Don't forget to restart the PC after it has installed. Okay, let's add Remove Programs. Double click, and we want the virus scanner. Here it goes. Copying from the USB drive onto the computer's hard drive, which I normally wouldn't do. I would just run it right from the USB drive itself. And now we have to restart the computer. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's actually going to reboot to the... Oh, that's lovely. So it's actually rebooting to the operating system on the drive itself, I think, on the USB drive. That's how it appears. And now we'll start scanning. Wow, that's a fast scan. Files found. Uh-oh. 326 infected files. What has this dude been doing? All right, let's clean them up. You have removed the viruses, but you need to put the PC back together. I know, I mistakenly pulled some stuff out of it. It's a dangerous job, but somebody's got to do it. All right, so you do have to exit out of these screens to get your control back. I gotcha. So, yeah, incomplete case. How do I get the case back in there? Work on this computer. Remove side panel. I want to install the side panel. How do we do that? Front panel. Okay. Yes. Yes. Put that back on there. You got to make sure you give the customer the computer back the way it came in. Trust me, if you miss something, they'll know it, and then you'll know it, and you won't get paid. You have removed all the viruses, and the PC is ready to be returned to the client. Pick the PC up with the right mouse button and place it in the corridor. Dude, this is amazing. This is exactly what I used to do. Exactly what I used to do. But I gotta exit out of there first. You have to make sure you exit out of that particular screen, otherwise you start pulling things out of the computer. Yep, people dropped off the computer at my office, and I would pick it up and collect a reward after I fixed it, of course. Great, now you just need to collect your pay. Go to your email and click collect. Awesome. All right, let's go to our email. This is our computer here. This is my guess. Yes, email. There we go. Thanks for taking over the shop for me. Sorry it's not in better... Oh, okay. You know, I think I was supposed to check this first. Yeah, okay. And this is our customer. Hi, Tim. I hope you can help me. My computer has been running slower than usual, and I think I might have clicked on something I shouldn't have. Do I have a virus? Wow. This brings back some memories. This is the same conversation I had with people over and over. My computer's slow. Like, why did you click on that email attachment? How many times do I have to tell you? Oh man, he got back to us already. Hi there, I just wanted to say thank you for fixing my PC. It's booting faster than it has in years. I didn't realize your uncle had gone away. Looks like the business is in good hands though. Thanks again, Gary. Holy smokes. Word just got out that there's a repair shop in town and he's awesome. So that is really cool. All right, we're gonna exit and I think we're gonna call it quits right here. We're still a level 1 PC shop, but I'd like to level up. I mean, look at all this. We can install new bench machines. We can have multiple rigs going at the same time. This is how you multiply your income, friends. You want to get as many computers as you can in at the same time. You can have a virus scan going on here, virus scan going on here, virus scan going on here, because I'll tell you what, 70% of your time is going to be spent removing viruses. And there's not much you can do while those virus scans are running, right? So yeah, you're definitely more efficient and more profitable the more benches you have and the more computers you have on those benches, obviously. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more. I'm happy to do more. I will continue playing the game and sharing my experiences and advice. So if you're into computer building your own computers, or maybe even thinking about getting into this business as a career choice, going to school for it or what have you, then yeah, I might actually be some help. Yeah, that would be fun. I'd love to do this. So yeah, there you go, guys. Once again, this is PC Building Simulator. Let me know if you want to see more. Leave a like on the video, and we shall continue with the shop here. And I should go back and check that email. I didn't even read the first one. Where was it? Yeah, right here. We took over the shop. Looks like our uncle gave it to us. Uncle Tim. All right. Well, anyway, we're up to 85 bucks now. We got $100 for that job, and we had to remove 15 because Uncle Tim had to borrow 15 for gas. But hey, right? We're in the plus. We're in the plus side of things. That's always good. All right. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Bye bye.